Christie and Leo Willie needs to really protect the ball for this young half, getting his first start. Noah Hotham partnering up with Richie Mwanga, who will need to step up in that leadership role tonight, pull all the strings if they're going to be a chance. McLeod and Enor in the centres, Lester Fainga'anuku's in great form, and Padafilo gets a chance on the right wing with Fergus Burke at fullback.
And on the bench, Jamie Hanna and Will Galter will be looking for additional game time after making their debuts last week, and Willie Hines returns to Suncorp for the first time since 2014, the experienced Crusaders scrum half. So that's how the visitors line up. Tim Horan and the home side very nearly hitting must-win territory, albeit in round 6.
Yeah, big challenge for the Reds tonight against the Crusaders. Zane Nongor, opportunity for him at tight head up against Joe Moody. Ryan Smith was good last week. Siruru in the locking position. Liam Wright, of course, co-captain. Fraser McWright and Harry Wilson, really strong back row. And in the backs, Geordie Pataya on the wing. Josh Fluke, 6 tries so far in Super Rugby Pacific. Suliasi Vunivalu back into the team on the wing. Good opportunity for him to show. Eddie Jones, he's got an opportunity to make a Wallaby squad. And of course, Jock Campbell at fullback.
And they come into this as warm favourites.
What a team they are, the Crusaders. One of the best in the world, not just in Super Rugby Pacific. A lot of supporters here.
The Reds out. It's his 50th game with Queensland tonight. Not Super Rugby notches, but a milestone nonetheless for this talented back rower. Simon Murphy calls time on in Brisbane. And we are a go off the boot of Jock Campbell. Sends the kick-off long, and the Crusaders will work it back up towards the 22.
What's going on, Hughes?
Hotham initially now does and gets a good ball away for Campbell, who sees a fractured defence and almost gets through. McDermott goes that same direction. O'Connor, good ball away for Fluke. Wide here is Wilson. Looks infield for McDermott, then looks out, couldn't connect. Still with Queensland though as they head towards the 22. McDermott, short side, that's caught a hand. The Crusaders' hand, it was in the tackle, so McDermott stays alive on the play and spins away from a couple.
And then gets into a position where he can get under him and put him out, and then also nice play from Jock Campbell.
Fezler rifles that throw in. It's nice and fast here for Wilson, who breaks the line open and then goes to the outside. He had Henry there. He couldn't take the pass. Will come back for the scrum.
Scrum, white ball.
Oh, he done all the hard work, Harry Wilson.
So got exemption from New Zealand Rugby Union.
He dodges the mock of Horan and puts through the first 3 of the night.
He's played every single minute of the Crusaders so far in Super Rugby Pacific this year.
Here come the Crusaders now, banging it midfield and making it up and over the 40-metre line. Taylor. Holding his feet well. Fluke up to it as well. Got an assist from Vunivalu. Hotham. There's Leo Willie. Hotham. Mo'unga looking infield, looking for the return ball. Mo'unga in support, will not be required. And Fainga'anuku goes right through the middle.
Oh, what play from Richie Mwanga. He knew exactly where his left winger was, and he drifts around, he hangs around in behind his fly half. Look at Lester Fainga'anuku just creeping in behind, and it's a well-weighted pass from Richie Mwanga. You thought he'd go back to his fly half, but Lester Fainga'anuku over again for the Crusaders.
Yeah, often when we talk about combinations, it's 9-10 or the midfield, but as a winger, you need a good combination with your 10 and understand what he wants to do. Richie Mwanga identified Zane Nongor there. Lester Fainga'anuku popped up on the inside.
No issues with the conversion.
Behind the ball here. So they're throwing the line out.
This one tapped back and work out okay for the visitors as Hotham goes in and they look to line up their pod. Taylor. Hotham. Having a snipe himself, Hotham needing a hand and getting it At pace, they go away and go in. And it is a flying lock on Gardner with a try.
Oh, nice play from the Crusaders. Came around the corner after some good clean ball from the Crusaders. He just knew he had lots of time. First pod, and then he looks up. Noah Hotham looks up. See him just up, split after this second pod coming around the corner. Little dummy, Uru goes, and he did really well to stay on his feet to look for Dom Gardner. Another try for the Crusaders.
Yeah, it's almost a carbon copy of their last try, except it's one player in terms of where it is in the ruck. But Seru Uru, his shoulders and his hips are going.
Campbell going in the direction of the most recent try scorer. Instead finds the first try scorer, Fainganuku with the take. Hotham. Smith on that one, and they get adventurous inside their own 22 here, the Crusaders. Clear by 15 for the moment. Moore rushed into the kick. Threads it through the outstretched arms. O'Connor for Campbell. Jock Campbell coming back towards O'Connor. That's a good ball away for JOC. In turn for Wilson. Back in field for McDermott, who turns in field again and scores. That's a try. That's a reply.
Great hit back from the Queensland Reds, and didn't they need it? Down 15 points to 0 from Jock Campbell and also James O'Connor. What's the ball here from O'Connor? Juggled it. Sees Harry Wilson on the right, straight back into Tate McDermott. Does it so well, and McDermott goes back near the posts.
A good counter-attack from the Queensland Reds. James O'Connor gives it infield, but stays alive. Understands that Jock Campbell's going to identify some of the tight forwards, attract two defenders, gives it to James O'Connor, then to Harry Wilson. Tate McDermott almost went wheels up.
The conversion is good for the Reds as well, and they're back in the game, Kevin.
They are, mate, and it shows the importance of exiting. You know, I think that was a poor exit from the Crusaders and great opportunistic play from the Reds, and they're right back in this.
Well, led by 14 last week, then found themselves trailing by 14 and took it all the way down to the final play of the game, did Queensland, before succumbing to the Melbourne Rebels down there at Amy Park. So, again, showing tonight that Gilbertsons don't trouble them too much in terms of staying in the contest. Crusaders back in possession, though.
Important couple of minutes of this match now. 2 minutes to go before half-time. Reds are in touch.
And it goes against the home team.
Too long.
Free kick.
Too long to put the ball.
Too long to feed. It's the call from Damon Murphy.
Too long to feed the ball.
Good opportunity, both sides. James O'Connor, I reckon, scoot left here.
Set.
Big weight from the Crusaders, looking to disrupt. They'll say it's gone back, and McDermott has no interest in any more game time in this first half. He pumps it to row 22, and at the break, that's how many points we've got on the board. It is the Crusaders leading the Reds 15 points to 7. So the Crusaders looking to push themselves inside the top 4. The Reds are going to stay inside the top 8 as Warner gets us underway at Suncorp. O'Connor tidying up and loose. Restart to the second half. McDermott going to Wilson. 4 short, it was right with the tackle. Hines pulling runners around the corner. Getting them now as they head back towards the posts. Really Talatui. Wave after wave of Crusaders attack. Can the Reds hold on? The right's there. He gets jammed late. Here it is for Christie. Denied moments ago. Denied again. Hines. Goes past Gardner into the arms of Burke. Hines. Back to Fainganuku. Driving towards the line. He's short. Hines short again. Wants it out the back. He is deep. They'll say it's a try. Or is it the hulking frame of Tamaiti Williams?
Might have been Willie Hines. Is it?
Yeah.
Did he get his hand on the ball as the ball was virtually on the line?
There is just advanced it literally an inch.
Willie Hines, jersey 21. Important try for the Crusaders.
This one goes right on through, and it is 22-7.
Catching up with you over in Rugby World Cup in September and October.
Crouch!
Coming around quick. Seeing a lot of the players out in the middle tonight. Again, September. It'll be one of those games on Stan Sport. Wilson going short side to the catch of Crusaders' hand. It did. And it'll be a penalty.
Straight, White.
Not pushing straight will be the call, in fact. They go quickly. That's a lovely ball away from the right to Henry, looking to get to the outside. Uru at pace. One short, McDermott, O'Connor, surely, Pataia out wide. I don't know if he's there. I don't know if he's there.
Geordie Pataia is certainly starting to understand that and go looking for it now.
Oh, it's off the top from Uru, found O'Connor, who in turn went to McDermott. Still with Queensland. Xander goes in and tidies up for Uru. McDermott pops it in behind, looking for Pataia. He won't be stopped this time. Geordie goes in for Queensland.
They can't stay out of the game, Geordie Pataia. You look at the looks on the faces of Tate McDermott and James O'Connor. When ours good tackle from Dallas McLeod. And they're both looking at each other, what should we do? And James O'Connor's called the kick through and a try for Geordie Pataia. Red's back in it.
Yeah, it's good work off the ball. They were shaping to go right, then swept back around. James O'Connor called for the kick, but as did Fraser McWright and the try scorer, Geordie Pataia. They saw the space. All Tate McDermott had to do was put it in it. Great bounce.
He's been hitting him right to left all night long, and so it stays off the boot. And it is a 10-point game. Not find space there for Fainganuku. It was McAllister looking to release the Crusaders flyer. Hines. McAllister again. Barrett gets met well. Still the phases built here for Burke. Barrett. Now the penalty advantage going the way of the Crusaders. Danny Murphy. Moonga couldn't have hit it any better. And it is 25-12. Crusaders are up.
On his first Super Rugby Pacific game last week against the Brumbies off the bench.
Crusaders going to make it 2 wins in 2 weeks against Aussie opposition. Room through the middle for Henry, who's at pace. Fluke on the outside, can't find him. And now Hines is in there looking for the turnover. In fact, Hines just rips it straight away. Excellent work from the veteran scrum half of the Crusaders, Hines. Fluke on the outside, Barrett now. Looking short side, now going open. Enel at pace. But right there, trying to get his hands on it. There by Hannah.
Turnover's good.
Stolen away by the Reds now. Pataia coming into the line. Christie rides him to the turf. Anna. Thomas up for Xander. Stands and sends it. Super Rugby Grand Final overthrown. Asiata tidies it up for the Reds. They might still have a chance at that bonus point, the losing bonus point. Going wide now, in the touch it goes, and that'll be that. That's a wrap from Suncorp. And they keep their winning streak running here in Brisbane to the Crusaders. Too good again. This time round, the score, the Crusaders 25, the Reds 12.